Welcome to the English podcast session, where we dive deep into intriguing topics and spark meaningful conversations. I'm your host, John.
And I'm Amelia. Thanks for tuning in. Today's topic might make you second-guess your smartphone habits. Are social media platforms listening to your conversations?
It's a big question, Amelia. A bit unsettling, right? Let's unpack it.
Definitely. We'll look at the tech, the myths, and the truths. Stay tuned till the end for a fascinating story and a quiz question. Let's get started.
So, Amelia, let's set the stage. Why do people think social media apps are listening to their conversations?
Good question. A lot of it comes from personal experiences. People talk about something, say, a product, and then see ads for it shortly after.
Exactly. It feels too coincidental. Like, I was chatting with a friend about hiking boots last week, and boom, an ad pops up on my feed.
That's so common. But is it proof? Or could it just be targeted advertising based on other data?
That's what we'll explore. Let's dive into how targeted ads actually work.
First, let's talk about the data these platforms already have. When you use social media, you're giving them a goldmine of information.
Right. From your likes, follows, and search history to your location and even the time you're most active.
And let's not forget third-party data. Companies you interact with might share your activity too.
Creepy but true. Algorithms analyze all this data to predict what you might want. No microphone needed.
But that doesn't mean they're not listening, does it?
Good point. Let's talk about whether they actually can.
To listen, an app would need constant access to your microphone, right?
Exactly. And that's resource intensive. It would drain your battery and data like crazy.
Plus, companies like Facebook and Google have publicly denied listening in. They say their ads are purely data-driven.
But some researchers have tried to test this. What's the verdict?
Mixed results. No solid evidence yet. But it's hard to shake the feeling when ads seem so accurate.
True. Maybe it's just our brains looking for patterns. It's called the Baader-Meinhof phenomenon.
Oh, yes. When you notice something and suddenly see it everywhere. Fascinating.
Whether they're listening or not, privacy is a big issue here.
Absolutely. Many people don't realize how much data they're sharing.
And once it's out there, it's almost impossible to take back.
That's why it's important to check app permissions. Do you really need that photo editor to access your microphone?
Good tip. And let's not forget about encryption. Some platforms prioritize it more than others.
Right. Always read the fine print, even if it's boring.
Do you think people's paranoia about being listened to is justified?
To some extent, yes. It's not far-fetched to worry about misuse of technology.
Especially when we've seen real cases of privacy breaches.
True, but let's not overlook our role in this. We share a lot willingly.
Great point. Maybe we should all be more mindful of what we post and share.
Exactly. A little caution goes a long way.
And now, it's time for our story. Imagine this: Sarah, a young marketing professional, discusses an upcoming vacation with her friend over coffee. A few hours later, she sees ads for hotels and car rentals at her destination.
She's convinced her phone is listening. But after some digging, she realizes she had searched for vacation spots earlier in the week. The algorithms connected the dots.
The moral? Sometimes it's not the microphone, but the data trail we leave behind.
And now for our quiz. Here's the question. What phenomenon explains why we notice something and suddenly see it everywhere? Is it A, confirmation bias, B, the Baader-Meinhof phenomenon, or C, selective perception?
The answer is B, the Baader-Meinhof phenomenon. Did you get it right?
That wraps up today's episode. Are social media platforms listening to your conversations? Maybe, maybe not. But it's clear that data plays a huge role in what we see online.
Absolutely. Thanks for joining us. Stay curious, and and we'll see you next time on the English podcast session.
Take care, everyone.